What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you may tell by the title, today we are upgrading the differential in my 350Z. As you may know, 350Zs from factory come with a 3.53 gear ratio, at least for the manuals. And then since I VHR swapped it, now that I'm revving out a little higher, it's better to put a shorter gear in the car, especially for what I'm doing in a sense of drag racing and quarter-mile times. So as you can see here, we have a 369 VLSD from a G37 or a 370Z manual. So this is a shorter gear ratio, which I believe is going to definitely help the Z in the quarter mile. And actually, as a bonus, it has some Z1 polyurethane bushings in it. As you guys may know, my Z has the solid diff bushings in the subframe and the two on the diff. So at least I have one solid one in the subframe, and then I'll have the polyurethane ones for the actual differential. But whatever, first things first that we're gonna need to do is, this isn't sealed, so I'm gonna take the cover off, clean up all the silicone, clean up everything. I'm gonna paint this a wrinkle black. Then we're gonna go ahead in the process of sealing it and doing all that stuff. I have everything here that I'm gonna be using. We got the gear fluid. I like to use Redline 7590. I think it takes like 1.5, so that's why I got 2 there. Got some regular brake clean from O'Reilly's just in case we need to clean some stuff up. The Wrinkle Plus, and then the Ultra Gray, which is what I'm going to be sealing up the diff with. So let's get into this video. First things first, I'm going to just take the cover off and start cleaning and stuff like that. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the cover off. I sprayed some brake clean on it just to kind of soften up the silicone. I may hit it with a wire wheel just to get this stuff off quickly, but I just want to make sure I'm not going to scratch anything up. So maybe that, or I'll use a razor blade, but I'm going to go focus on the cover for now, and then we'll move on to cleaning up the differential. Alright guys, so it's all prepped. I'm going to go ahead and shoot a coat of this, and then we'll move on to clearing the silicone from the diff. Alright, so we got one coat done. I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll come back out and hit it with a couple more coats.
Joy 7.
Alrighty guys, so the differential is all cleaned up. Obviously before I put the cover on with silicone and everything, I'm going to probably wipe it down one more time with some brake clean and a napkin. But yep, we're all good here. And then over here, just watching paint dry. Looks like it's coming out pretty decent. So we'll probably do a couple more coats, and then we'll check back in when we're ready to seal it all back up. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the cover all painted up. It's not the best, but it's way better than what it was. So what I'm going to be doing now is flipping this over. I'm giving it one last wipe down. I gotta take the tape off still. One last wipe down with brake clean, and then we're going to use the RTV to get it all sealed up. And then as you can see, I got the diff over here. I'm going to do the same thing, wipe it down a little bit with brake clean before I do it, and then we'll just put the cover in, start it with 2 bolts, and then just kind of squeeze it together. So yeah, let's get it. Alright guys, as you saw in the time lapse, we got the diff cover sealed up to the diff. Every bolt is in, it's all tight, just waiting on that to dry. But in the meantime, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to take the Z out for a ride, do like a quick 40 roll with the 353 gear ratio that's in it right now, and see, you know, how it feels, what it does. And then once I put the 369, see if there's any changes, or if I can notice any changes. I know the main factor is going to be at the track, That's really where I'm gonna see this diff shine. But you know, I would like to see if it does any difference on the street, and especially with these tires from like a 4-year-old. So let's see. Alrighty guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that pull. So the next order of business we're going to be doing is actually swapping the differential in. I've done this plenty of times, so I'm not going to bore you with the step-by-step. I'll just set up a little time lapse, get it dropped in, and then drop in the new one. As you can see, it's over here. It's got everything all nice and sealed up. Looks good. Everything is as it should be. We got the Z1 polyurethane bushings, you can see there. So should be a good upgrade for the car. Definitely looking forward to seeing if there's a difference, but let's stop talking and hop into it. Alright guys, well, as you saw in the time lapse, we got the old diff out, we got the new diff ready to go in, so gonna slap that in. It's kind of annoying doing it alone, but I've done it so many times that it's like I kind of got a technique for it. But yeah, so let's get into swapping in the new diff.
Joy 7, Joy 7.
Alright guys, so diff is all installed, everything's tightened down. We got the diff brace back on, exhaust back on, so just gonna lower it down and then we're gonna go take it out for another test. Alrighty guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed the content. Definitely see that the diff upgrade helped the car a lot, and it's definitely going to make a big difference at the track, which leads me to my next thing. We got to get this thing to the track ASAP. I definitely want to do it in the next coming month, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully we can make a weekend out of it, take a trip up to Orlando, and get this car finally back on the track so we can run our times. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.